Full-motion video games are back, and they're better than ever. From dark mysteries to heart-racing thrillers, these interactive movies put you in control of the story. Here are 15 of the best FMV games you need to experience. Number 15. Erica. Erica is a psychological FMV thriller that pulls you straight into a world of mystery, trauma, and dark family secrets. You play as Erica, a young woman haunted by visions tied to her past. The story begins with her father's death, and from there, every decision you make pushes her deeper into a conspiracy she never asked to be part of. What makes Erica stand out is how personal it feels. You're not just watching her story, you're guiding it. Do you trust the people around you or push them away? Do you face the painful truth or bury it? The live-action performances are phenomenal, and the atmosphere keeps you on edge the entire time. With multiple branching paths and endings, every choice leaves a mark on Erica's fate. If you want a cinematic experience where your decisions truly matter, Erica delivers a tense, emotional, and unforgettable ride. Late Shift. Late Shift is an interactive crime thriller that feels more like a blockbuster movie than a game. You step into the shoes of Matt, an ordinary man who's suddenly dragged into the aftermath of a dangerous heist in London. From the very first scene, the tension never lets up. You'll be forced to make split-second choices. Do you help the criminals or try to escape? Do you play it safe or risk everything for freedom? With over 7 different endings, no two playthroughs are the same, and your decisions have real, immediate consequences. The acting is top tier, the pacing is relentless, and the cinematography makes every moment feel like you're inside a high-budget thriller. What makes Late Shift so compelling is how natural the story flows, even when you make drastically different choices. It's fast, intense, and full of moral dilemmas that will leave you questioning every decision you made. The Complex. The Complex is a tense sci-fi FMV thriller set in the aftermath of a bioterror attack on London. You play as Dr. Amy Tennant, a brilliant scientist trapped in a high-security lab as chaos unfolds outside. With limited time and resources, every decision you make carries life or death consequences for you, for your team, and potentially for all of humanity. Do you save one life at the cost of many, or gamble everything on the chance of a cure? The Complex excels at putting you in impossible situations where there are no easy answers. The cast delivers emotional, believable performances, and the branching storylines ensure that your playthrough feels personal. With 9 different endings, it's a game that begs to be replayed, each time revealing new perspectives on the ethical questions at its heart. It's suspenseful, dramatic, and constantly forces you to ask, how far would you go to save the world? Her Story. Her Story is a true pioneer of FMV storytelling. You sit down in front of a retro police database and sift through hours of interview footage with a woman whose husband has gone missing. But here's the twist. The clips are out of order, and it's up to you to piece them together. Is she telling the truth? Is she hiding something? Every keyword you search opens new fragments, and the more you uncover, the more tangled the story becomes. It's an experience that makes you feel like a real detective, analyzing her words, her body language, and even the silences in between. What makes Her Story unforgettable is how personal it feels. You're not given the answers, you discover them on your own. It's haunting, clever, and stays with you long after you close the database. A masterpiece in interactive storytelling. Telling Lies. From the creator of Her Story comes Telling Lies, a sprawling narrative told through secretly recorded video calls and conversations. You're not just watching, you're investigating, piecing together a story that spans multiple lives connected by lies, secrets, and betrayals. The cast delivers some of the most natural and emotional performances ever seen in a game, making every interaction feel real. You choose what to watch, in what order, and your perspective shapes the truth you uncover. The brilliance of Telling Lies lies in its freedom. You decide how deep to dig and what connections to make. As you unravel the web of deceit, you'll constantly question who to trust and who's hiding something darker. It's an intimate, slow-burn thriller that rewards patience and curiosity, creating a gripping experience you won't soon forget. Contradiction Spot the Liar is a classic FMV detective game that puts you in the shoes of Inspector Jenks, investigating a mysterious death in a small English village. But this isn't about brute force, it's about brains. You'll interview suspects, listen carefully to their stories, and catch them when their statements don't quite line up. The charm comes from its quirky, over-the-top performances mixed with genuinely clever detective work. It's part mystery, part puzzle, and part theater. Each contradiction you uncover pushes the story forward, and the satisfaction of catching someone in a lie is unmatched. The setting is eerie, the characters are memorable, and the writing keeps you guessing until the very end. If you love old-school detective mysteries with a fun, interactive twist, Contradiction is a must-play gem that proves FMV storytelling can be both clever and wildly entertaining. The Shape-Shifting Detective. The shape-shifting detective takes the FMV genre into supernatural territory. You play as a detective investigating a murder in a town filled with psychics. But here's the twist. You can literally transform into other characters. This power lets you overhear secrets, test alibis, and manipulate conversations in ways a normal detective never could. The result is a mystery full of tension, deception, and unexpected twists. The atmosphere is moody and mysterious, with stylish visuals and eerie performances that keep you on edge. Every choice you make not only changes the investigation, but also how the townsfolk see you, or who they think you are. With multiple endings and branching dialogue paths, The Shape-Shifting Detective is a haunting, unique experience that blends supernatural elements with classic whodunit storytelling. The infectious madness of Dr. Decker is one of the most ambitious FMV games ever made. You step into the role of a psychiatrist trying to help patients suffering from bizarre and disturbing psychological issues, but things quickly spiral into the strange and supernatural. What makes this game so unique is its gameplay. You type out your own questions to the patients, and their answers shape how the story unfolds. Are they delusional, cursed, or telling the truth? The performances are raw, unsettling, and often chilling, keeping you second-guessing at every turn. Every session pushes you deeper into the mystery of who killed Dr. Decker, and whether you're in control of the truth or if something darker is controlling you. With multiple endings and hundreds of possible questions, it's a game that feels alive, unpredictable, and deeply unsettling. Next, The Bunker. The Bunker is a claustrophobic FMV thriller that drops you into a nuclear fallout shelter long after the bombs have fallen. You play as John, the last living survivor who has spent his entire life underground. When the systems begin to fail, John is forced to leave the safety of routine and explore the bunker's dark, abandoned halls. As you uncover its secrets, you realize that survival may be the least of your worries. The atmosphere is tense, the setting is eerie, and the use of a real decommissioned government bunker makes the experience incredibly immersive. The Bunker is more than a survival story. It's a psychological journey about trauma, isolation, and the terrifying things we bury in the dark. With gripping live-action performances and chilling reveals, it's a must-play for fans of slow-burn, story-driven horror. Dark Nights with Poe and Munero. Dark Nights with Poe and Munero is an episodic FMV adventure that blends mystery, romance, and supernatural thrills. You follow radio hosts Poe and Munero as they investigate strange callers, eerie stories, and paranormal events in their small town. Each episode feels like a self-contained radio drama brought to life, but your choices shape not only the mysteries they face, but also the complicated relationship between Poe and Munero themselves. The chemistry between the two leads makes the game feel personal and intimate, while the supernatural twists keep the tension alive. It's playful yet unsettling, quirky yet mysterious. If you love games where atmosphere and character dynamics matter just as much as the plot, Dark Nights with Poe and Munero offers an experience that's equal parts charming and chilling. Death Come True is a Japanese FMV thriller from the creator of Danganronpa, and it's one of the most unique interactive movies out there. You wake up in a hotel room with no memory of who you are, only to discover you're a wanted criminal accused of multiple murders. Moments later, you're killed, but instead of the end, time resets. This time loop mechanic creates a thrilling cycle of discovery as you relive events, gather clues, and make choices to unravel the mystery of your identity. Every reset pulls you deeper into the truth, with shocking twists and powerful performances driving the narrative. The combination of high production values, emotional acting, and mind-bending storytelling makes Death Come True both a gripping mystery and a deeply human story. Breakout 13 is an intense psychological thriller that blends FMV storytelling with interactive gameplay. Set inside a mysterious correctional facility, you play as a troubled teenager trying to escape a program designed to break your spirit. Every choice you make, whether to resist, comply, or manipulate those around you, shapes the path to freedom or to something much darker. The game is tense and emotional, exploring themes of control, rebellion, and identity in a system designed to strip you of both. Its mix of live-action drama and branching decisions creates a raw, personal experience where survival depends as much on your wits as your courage. Breakout 13 is a hidden gem for those who want an FMV game that feels both cinematic and emotionally powerful. 5 Hearts Under One Roof. 5 Hearts Under One Roof is a romantic drama with a unique FMV twist. You live in a house where every decision you make influences the tangled relationships of the 5 people under the same roof. Will your choices lead to love, heartbreak, or betrayal? The game thrives on emotional storytelling, with branching paths that make you feel the weight of every decision. It's not just about choosing who to date, it's about navigating complex emotions, loyalty, and trust. The performances are heartfelt and relatable, making the drama feel authentic and deeply personal. For fans of interactive storytelling who love romance mixed with tough decisions, 5 Hearts Under One Roof delivers a highly emotional, cinematic experience where every ending feels earned. Immortality. Immortality is one of the most groundbreaking FMV experiences ever created. It's not just a story, it's a mystery puzzle you piece together yourself. You investigate the disappearance of actress Marissa Marcel, who starred in 3 films that were never released. Using film reels, interviews, and behind-the-scenes footage, you search for answers. But here's the catch. The truth is hidden in fragments, and the deeper you look, the stranger and more unsettling it becomes. Immortality isn't about giving you clear answers. It's about challenging you to dig into themes of fame, identity, and mortality. Every clip you unlock feels like a secret you weren't supposed to see, and the non-linear structure keeps you hooked, pulling you deeper into its chilling atmosphere. With its haunting performances and unsettling twists, Immortality delivers an unforgettable, mind-bending experience unlike anything else in gaming. Number 1. Not for Broadcast. Not for Broadcast is one of the most original FMV games ever made. You play as a television broadcast editor in a fictional dystopian Britain where you control what the public sees during live news broadcasts. Do you show the truth, even if it risks chaos, or censor reality to keep control? The decisions are fast, stressful, and often hilarious, blending dark comedy with serious political themes. Between managing the broadcast, cutting camera feeds, and dealing with unexpected events, you'll shape the public's perception of reality. The game brilliantly mixes satire with tension, making every choice feel impactful. It's bold, funny, and surprisingly emotional, proving that FMV games can be both entertaining and thought-provoking. Thanks for watching! Which FMV game is your favorite? Drop it in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more story-driven games every week.